uppercut, uppercut, sonic boom! Today we're going to look at PUBG Mobile game mechanics, squad tactics, and some of the tips and tricks that I have for, well, new players and old players alike. Especially, there's a little sneaky one with sniper rifles I'll show you in a sec. We've got a lot of clips, we've got a lot to get through, so let's kick this off. And if you would do me a huge favor and subscribe to the channel, share the videos if your squad mates are letting you down, and just have a generally good time and be positive about life. Now, I play on Asia and I play on North America, and it is absolutely crazy on Asia. I call it all the time, the split squad. Watch this. These guys are splitting over like a 400, 500 meter front. There's going to be two guys there. There is a guy that is already on the right that is shooting us from over there. And then there's going to be another guy who rotates even further to the left in a buggy. That's right. They've got 4 different vehicles. There's 13 people left total in the game, and they are spread across half a kilometer of map. And yeah, they lose. They lose. The main reason they lose is they become so disconnected on their pushes that they, one at a time, push a squad that's directly behind Dingers and I right now and end up dying to it. At no point in time are they really pushing anything. They got a knock on McDingling. I mean, look at this guy. Same squad. Look how far left he goes. Look at this bloke. This is absolutely endemic on Asia. Splitting your squad is great. I'm going to show you a quick little clip here. This is where you identify the target and then you take a flank. This is called getting an angle. The way players on Asia are doing it at the moment seems to be influenced by professional players who are running a drag or an anchor and then 3 guys in different cars. They're like the best players in the world, and they still stay connected and they don't take these stupid risks. The way the guys on the Asia server tend to do it is, and this happens I'm sure on other servers, but Asia it's like endemic. And I often say to my friends, there'll be a guy over here and we'll just go and kill the guy that's alone. And that's what they've done here. They've taken a split. We've taken a different angle, but we've just got ourselves in a position where we can pressure and drive these guys down and clear the targets. We also make them make tough decisions. We get knocks and we force them to decide between reviving and going into the gunfight, and it's a really hard thing to make the right decision. We all screw that up. You can see there's a little flash behind that wall there. They're glitching through it. The characters are glitching through the edge of the wall. The hitboxes. There we go. That's the clear. But that's as split as we are. The way these guys are doing it is taking such a huge split that they can't support each other. They realistically can't support each other. Now, there is another part to this clip that I want to discuss. I just did a video on loadouts. I talked about a game where we nearly lost it because of our loadouts. This is that game. I'm running an AMR. I am about to finish my last round, and I'm spraying a AK with a red dot at extraordinarily long ranges here. Dingers has 2 MG3s. We have 160 rounds of 7s in my car, in my backpack, and no secondary weapon. Dingers is running out of ammo. That is the same squad. That is the same squad. They are absolutely wild for it. They're mad for it. They're dead, by the way, now. That's all happened. Dingers doesn't have any ammo left because look at me. I've got 110 rounds. Dingers has got like 50 rounds in each of his MG3s. He's got no vest, no helmet. And what he's going to do here is actually draw their fire and give me the opportunity to push up on these guys and get some clears. So he literally intentionally came out there to get hit so that I would have an opportunity to win the game. Great play by a good squad mate and a really good idea. Sacrificing and splitting is great if it's to win the game. But what you'll find is if you're sacrificing and splitting at the start of the game, which I see happen constantly, then you're probably going to lose 1 to 2 squad members and every gunfight's just a trade of people. You want to lose as few squad members as possible and you want to do it as late as possible. If you are doing huge splits, that's a bad idea. This is what we talked about before. The whole concept of when do you revive. So that guy got the knock and then he's pulled back And I'm not going for the revive yet. What I want to do is get a knock on them and then make that a decision they have to make. And you can see there's one rotating in from the right as well. There's the guy in front of us, and there's the guy on the left who got the knock on McDingling originally. Forcing them into making a decision means that we don't have to rush that revive. We can take our time, we get back on deck, and we get the clears. And we ended up winning this game. And that little engagement there was good. This is a great one. Do you see how I can't see his head very clearly? If you put the sniper rifle where you want to fire and don't move a thing on the screen, it will instantly cycle back without really moving a millimeter. Watch where that crosshair is. I don't move a thing, and then I press the button except as soon as it cycles through. Now, I use that all the time, and it's something I've never really noticed that I've used before until I was cutting that footage. And that will get you a lot of kills. Again, this is me going directly to the revive, not mucking around, and this guy screws around too much trying to get the clear on me. I can then leave dingers to revive Barry, or Barry to revive dingers, and I can be aggressive here and push. This guy then grenades. I'm like, okay, well, the only place for me to go is the other side of the tree, so I may as well kill your mate while I'm there. Like, absolutely wild. Bad decisions all over the place. Really good indicator, though. Like, if you can get your squad mates up, do that first. The only time you want to be doing that is... Oh, and the MG3. See, I'm on 990, okay? And I'm squeezing it. I'm squeezing it. I'm doing 3 to 4 round bursts. And then when I see targets over here, I switch it down to 660. Variable fire rate is excellent because it lowers the recoil and it gives you more time to get the gun on the target. If you're not using the variable fire rate on the MG3, why? It's a really good positive thing. This is an oldie, but a goodie. Watch how I go down here. I actually break my fall and then go. That guy doesn't. That means he is going to compress as he hits the ground. He also jumps all the way out. So if you jump all the way out, look, I go low, close. It means they're going to go flying along on top of me. I've also got hard cover, pop out from hard cover, get the clear. This is really obvious. Like, it's something you should be working on. The longer you jump, the further away you jump, the more you're going to compress. And when you compress, you can't shoot jack. I'll show you. Gonna bend. Watch where my gun goes when I ADS while in TPP. Goes straight down. That is a big problem. You lose rounds into the ground when you're ADSing in TPP. You know the fix. The fix is very simple. You go into FPP mode and you don't ADS. Watch this. I'm dropping from all the way up on the mountain. Like, that was such a long jump. And yet I was still able to hit the target in FPP while completely hip firing because I was just doing the right thing with game mechanics. Plus, if you're in smoke and you're coming through that drop, it's like a no-brainer. Go to FPP. When you're in FPP mode, you're completely capable of seeing everything in a room as you enter the room. In TPP mode, you're looking over your shoulder and you don't see everything in the room until you're well inside the room. This is another one where you just got to be a good teammate. Don't chase. Don't chase. No reason to chase. We're going to man down. We've got one player advantage here. If we get the Amigo back up, we've got a 2-player advantage. And my job is just to make sure that they don't get round here to hurt my buddies. And then we're all into it. Everyone's capable and everyone's ripping and we're winning. Happy days. Happy days, happy days, happy days. Drop shotting. This should be drop shotting. I mean, drop shotting is kind of suspect. You kind of skip frames, it seems. Sometimes you will take damage in a drop shot. Other times you seem to just escape damage, even though you should be getting hit. It's also very difficult to track a target that low on the ground. And if you're in open moving forward, that's when you really want to drop shot. Because if you time it right, as they're coming out, it ruins them. I'll show you a good clip of this. This is a revive center, obviously in the old Genie Jubilee Nimbus Island thing. just as I come around that corner, I hit the drop shot, and it gives me enough time to get the clear. It is absolutely, especially if you're in close, going through a doorway like that, people can lose track very, very quickly of where you are. This is an oldie. I don't know if I've done this before, but when people are in smoke, they will have to look the edges to get past. So just keep spamming the edge of the smoke. You'll get so many kills with people trying to be cheeky using smoke. It's not funny. Oh, and the final tip, always throw a grenade on top of this thing. Like, this blue 2-stack with open roof is the home of so many sneaky grubs. I'm Bushka. Thank you so much for watching. I'm really loving all you grubs and all you humans. Never give up, never surrender. As this clip will show you, it combines everything you want to know about PUBG Mobile. The tenacity, the je ne sais quoi. Even when you don't have a gun. Just keep running along, keep running, keep thundering, keep hoping, keep praying. And we've all been that guy who's chasing the dude without a gun right until he gets a gun. And drop shot! Excellent work. Look after yourselves, boys and girls. Au revoir.